tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Kessler. Flush to his right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. And he's got Moncrief. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's Kessler. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go?
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. On the return is Jordan Lewis. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 3rd and long for Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott steps away to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To the air again, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, with that incompletion, let's have a little fun and give a shout-out to the latest 1,000-yard rusher in the NFL, Tom Brady. Only took him 19 years, but he got there.
Did you really have to go snarky there on Tom Brady, getting 19 years to get to 1,000 yards?
We praise him on everything, the incredible career, but, man, 19 years for 1,000 yards, that's something.
What I really enjoyed was how he celebrated it. When he got there, giving the first down signal like he was Cam Newton or someone, I think even he understood, you know, all right, 1,000 yards for me, this is kind of funny.
Yeah, he had a big smile on his face. Also, he did tie Brett Favre for 3rd all-time in passing touchdowns with 508.
Not to mention, he did it in another Patriots win.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Looking to pass, Kessler. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Dallas Cowboys, they're 7-5 now and really playing energized football these last few weeks. How much of this has to do with Amari Cooper? I mean, you look at the win against New Orleans, they just looked dominant.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? And you go back to Thanksgiving night against Washington, Amari Cooper was dominant himself. He is a part of it and a good part of it, but to me it's still Ezekiel Elliott really being activated as a ball carrier, and that allows Dak Prescott to throw off a play action and be much more effective.
And now it's 7-5, leading their division. You mentioned the win over Washington. It's a 4-game win streak after the victory against the Saints. On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Fourth down, Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Jaguars getting set to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A first down carry by Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now on second down. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, 47.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? A good pick up there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal.
Here you go. Here we go, 46. 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his, and this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that. Gets around it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. On that incompletion, since we're hitting the home stretch of the regular season here, wanted to talk about some of the sack leaders on the defensive side of the football. Not too many surprises, really, if you look at the top 7 or so. Aaron Donald, he's number 1 right now, 16.5 sacks.
That just tells you the greatness of Aaron Donald, that it's not a surprise to us that he leads in sacks. Yet he's mainly a defensive tackle. Usually those guys are not on the top of the leaderboard. It's usually defensive ends and outside linebackers. Some of the other names in there, of course, Von Miller. He's second, and Chandler Jones right behind him. J.J. Watt, Jason Pierre-Paul, Myles Garrett, and Daniil Hunter also chasing that number.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And that'll make it third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They go play action. Kessler rolling to his right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Cole. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, first down. Here's Kessler. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will put them on top here in the third. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Escaping the pressure right. Running one fly deep. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give them a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third and short.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Calais Campbell able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play here for the Cowboys. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Kessler looks to throw on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Kessler. And he's got Moncrief. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll throw with Kessler. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helps. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A A handoff to Fournette. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kessler. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
46.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to go down as time has now